Today, I'm back with another mega physical media ranking video for you all. Today, I'm talking my top 5 favorite movie pickups from the month of March, ranking them from the worst to the best. Now, this is just my own personal ranking list. I know yours would look completely different, so definitely leave your rankings in the comments below as I go through my own. But there are so many great releases for the month of March. I had to throw in a few honorable mentions here, so let's start with those. Now, Mill Creek with retro VHS covers had a great month here. I have to shout out a couple of these titles, and the first one up being Problem Child. It was a blind buy, never seen this movie before, but the retro VHS price is so good, I couldn't pass it up, and this is a fun family comedy, so I enjoyed this one overall, can definitely recommend it at the price. Alright, next up, another Mill Creek retro VHS release. We got Fear. Yes, you get a young Mark Wahlberg and Reese Witherspoon, who I think give great performances in this movie. It is very thrilling and suspenseful, definitely keeps you on your toes, and the home invasion sequence towards the end of the movie is well done, so I really enjoyed Fear overall. Once again, these Mill Creek prices you cannot beat, and such cool covers, right? With the VHS, you can't go wrong with those. Alright, another honorable mention, the last one here. We got Rawhead Rex 4K from Kino Lorber. First time watching this movie as well, but I really enjoyed it. It's a creature feature. I really like the design of Rawhead Rex. Yeah, it's a little over the top and ridiculous, but I totally bought into it into the movie. I love the writing here. I thought it was a solid script. All the performances, everybody was giving it their all. Even though, it's a kind of B-level schlocky horror movie, they did it well. They have all the great practical gore and horror effects. I thought that was all well done. I love the production design and just the filming here. The Irish landscapes are gorgeous to look at in this movie. And I will say there is a lot of film grain in this movie, and so that might be distracting to some, but overall I was okay with it. You still get the 4K sharpness to shine through in this movie with all the costumes and hair, and overall I really like this Kino Lorber release. A lot of great interviews from cast members in here, and I love the slipcover art design. Look at Rawhead Rex. How could you pass that up? It was just kind of fun, so I really enjoyed my first time watch. I'll definitely check that one out again. Now to get into the top 5 for the month of March. At the bottom here, we got Dragon Slayer. Look at this awesome slipcover. I love the design here, more so over the steelbook, so that's why I picked up the slip. I like the Ring of Fire, and the dragon just looks super awesome, so I could not pass it up, even though it was a blind buy. That's kind of the theme for this month, a lot of blind buys for me. I did enjoy this story overall. If you like the fantasy adventure genre, you're going to enjoy this one. I like the practical effect work here when the dragon does show up. It is super awesome. So overall, I enjoyed the journey of this movie. I thought the 4K quality looked really sharp. It looked amazing. I love the sound in here. So really good pickup for the month. I know a lot of people, this might be their favorite pickup for the month, but it's definitely on my list too. So really enjoyed Dragon Slayer. All right, next up, we got Dead Silence. Yes, we couldn't leave out Scream Factory here. I really liked this movie. It was a first-time watch as well, but I was okay with it because it's a James Wan directed movie. I'm a big fan of James Wan, so I wanted to check this one out. Really enjoyed it. If you like horror possession movies, this one has a very interesting story with the ventriloquists and all these dummies and dolls. It was really creepy in all the right ways. So I really enjoyed this movie overall. Very atmospheric. You get Donnie Wahlberg in this one. And I just love the music too. The music reminded me of Saw. Just a little tweaks in there, but overall, really enjoyed the movie. So I had to put some Dead Silence on there. And I did love all the special features as well. Now getting into our top 3 pickups for the month of March, we gotta have this amazing steelbook of Air Force One. Get off my plane! Look at this amazing front cover art design. The reds, the blues, the yellows, it just pops so much. I love this design. And wow, this was a fun first time watch for me. I've now watched it twice already. That's how much I love this movie now. It's one of Harrison Ford's best. You get him as the president in this movie, and he's going against Gary Oldman as a villain. I mean, if that doesn't sell you there, I don't know what will. But it's very entertaining, very thrilling, and you got that tight, confined space of being on a plane. I mean, wow, great idea for a movie. So you got to get Air Force One and the Steelbook. You just cannot pass up. All right, next up, getting into the top two now, we're going to have the Babylon Steelbook. You all know I really like Steelbooks and I love the design here. It's very trippy, but I'm a big fan of Babylon. To me, this is one of the best films of last year. If you love film history and Hollywood, you're going to really like this movie. Also, the raunchy comedy in here makes me laugh nonstop. I love the music as well. To me, it's very entertaining. This movie has pretty much everything. It's funny when it needs to be, has dramatic and serious moments at other points. So overall, great performances. You got Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, Tobey Maguire, and the list goes on and on. Yeah, it's a super long movie. I will say that, probably too long. But the last 10 minutes of this movie makes it worth it alone. One of the best things I've ever seen in film history ever from any movie. It is just so epic in my opinion. And I just really like this one. I would say give this one a chance if you haven't already. It's like the Wolf of Wall Street of last year. So good. Very underrated in my opinion. Production design, costume design. It has everything. It is out of this world. Now to get into my number one pick, first place, and I have to go with the Prince of Egypt. Look at this slipcover here. It is gorgeous. I love how they use the gold in the 4K banners up top, and then the jewelry on the characters is that shiny gold. This is an irresistible slipcover. Celebrates the 25th anniversary of this movie, and to me, in 4K, this is like a whole new movie. The animation is gorgeous. It sounds epic. I mean, you got Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston singing in this movie. You can't get better than that. And then the all-star voice cast is great as well. You got Val Kilmer, Ralph Fiennes, Sandra Bullock, Michelle Pfeiffer, Steve Martin, Martin Short, and literally the list goes on and on. It's such an epic scale movie, great action, great dramatic moments, and it's a great runtime as well. It's one of the best animated movies of all time in my opinion. It's an absolute must on 4K. The archival special features are great in this one as well. So this really is the complete package for a new 4K release. You cannot complain on this one at all, in my opinion. I love this movie so much. I watched it as a kid plenty of times, and I'm so happy to now have it in my own personal collection in the best quality possible. So highly can recommend this one. I mean, just a great month for movie collecting. And if you love collecting physical media just like me, make sure you subscribe right now. That way I can keep you entertained and up to date on all the latest physical media topics.
I have to maintain the ancient traditions.
And if you enjoyed all these March pickups, you definitely want to see everything else I picked up for the month, definitely check out my giant March haul video now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters.